there are some doctrinal differences in the 1836 in the 1830s. Just really briefly, Tony Sweat, our colleague, introduced me to this idea, and I've looked into it a little more. It's fascinating to see these three major differences in the 1830s. You have Calvinism and the various churches and religions that fall under the Calvinist tradition. Then you have the Arminian traditions, and then you have the Universalist traditions. And what you have with Calvinism is this doctrine that there is nothing you can do or not do to determine what's going to happen to you ultimately. In the end, God has predetermined who's going to be saved and who's going to be damned. And quite frankly, it doesn't matter what you do or don't do, you're not going to change that. Well, under that tradition, Section 137 and 138, this work for the dead and redemption of the dead and progression of the dead, that really flies in the face of the Calvinist tradition. The Arminian tradition is this notion that God has all power, He's sovereign, but you and I have free will. And what you do can actually have an impact. Members of the church today would clearly fit under more of this mindset. And then you have the Universalist tradition that, incidentally, some of Joseph's own family comes out of this. Joseph Smith Sr. clearly coming more from this mindset where God loves everybody and somehow, some way, He's just going to save everybody is kind of the general way to look at this. So you can see that when Section 137 comes to Joseph the vision, there's going to be some hesitancy among many of the members who have come out of Calvinist traditions who are going to kind of choke on this doctrine. And so over time, maybe the Lord gives them opportunities to grow into it before we throw it into the canonization.